I was born in Columbus, Georgia, 1991, May 29th.
I was born in Memphis, Tennessee. Born here, raised here, lived here my whole life.
I've got a mom and dad and sister. My sister Laura is about 14 months older than me. Middle school, high school, went to Station Camp High School, graduated in 2009.
I went to St. Anne Bartlett for elementary school through 8th grade, and then I went to St. Benedict.
In high school, I was a bit of a nerd. I did play soccer in high school, but didn't really do much with it after that. But I liked video games, I liked international relations, which is what I'm doing now.
My parents were both born in Memphis too. We went on beach vacations every summer together, and we all got along.
I met her, the first time I met her was September 12, 2009.
His sister is my sorority sister. We met through her. I thought when I first met him, he was very handsome and he was very sweet.
She was shy. I remember Regan being very shy from the beginning.
We just got along really well, and he's really easy to talk to, and we have a lot in common.
I think the best way I can say when I first got to know her and I got to know her personality was it was similar to mine in a very, very positive way, and we had great chemistry, and I don't know, she was just awesome.
I don't even know who asked who out on the first time.
I think it was me.
Well, the first time we went out, I think we were just like, hey, let's go out on a date.
We went out to Chili's and we just talked about stuff we were interested in. And she said to me, I like video games. And I thought, really? Like, I've never really met a girl who likes video games. I said, what did you like? And she said, oh, I like Call of Duty and I like Oblivion. Those are my two favorite games, and I proposed on the spot. I said, oh my gosh, marry me. I said, I love you first.
He said, I love you first.
It was homecoming, Chattanooga's homecoming 2011, and I went home for a semester, and we weren't together, and I called her and said, I'd like to see you. I'm going to be in town for homecoming. I'd like to see you. Don't remember what we talked about, but I just said it. I just said, I love you, and I miss you, and don't think she said it back.
And I was like, oh, cool, thanks. And then we got back together, and then I said it first before him the second time. Our relationship was very complicated.
Yeah, it was a couple years after that, I thought, yeah, I'm gonna marry this girl, so.
I just remember thinking at one point, like, man, I really don't want to be without you ever. That would really suck to not have you in my life. And we both felt the same way, which was awesome.
The proposal, we had an idea we were going to get married. We knew. I remember buying her ring at the Kroger's up the street from my parents' house, and I asked her, I said, if I buy your ring from Kroger, will you care? She's like, I don't care. I don't care where it comes from.
So John got my ring at a Fred Meyer's, which is a jewelry store that is in Kroger. And apparently, if you can get fuel points by buying jewelry at Fred Meyer's, which I didn't know.
So we went grocery shopping maybe a month later, and they said, well, Mr. Milton, you have 4,200 fuel points. And she said, how do you have 4,200 fuel points? What did you buy? And she put two and two together to figure it out.
He thinks that I am aware of a lot of things, but really things just go over my head. And he was like, oh, I still have a bunch of fuel points. I have he wasn't thinking. He said, I have 2,000 fuel points. I was like, oh, that's cool, whatever.
I want to get out of Tennessee. I've been in Tennessee my whole life. I want to go somewhere else. I said to her, have you thought about Denver? I've been to Denver, I like it. One of my dad's friends lives there. She said, yeah, I could see myself in Denver, so she applied. We flew out to Denver, we stayed in Pine, Colorado at a bed and breakfast.
We were out on the porch, the deck area of the bed and breakfast, and we were talking about what if I get this job, we're gonna move out here and everything's gonna change, and are we ready for that? And then we hugged and his heart was beating really fast, and I was like, oh gosh, he doesn't want to move out here.
I said, no, I do, I love it. She goes, what's wrong? Do you not want me to take this job? I said, no, it's not like that, no. She said, what is going on? And I thought, well, I'm in too deep because my heart was beating out of my chest when I was hugging her.
And then he got down on one knee and he proposed. And he's very spur of the moment. And if the moment feels right, then I'm going to do it, which is the opposite of me. I'm a planner. But he got down on one knee, and I don't remember what he said because I was like, what is happening? I was in shock.
And this is why you videotape your proposals, because I don't remember what I said. But I remember saying, I will give you the rest of my life. I'm going to start tearing up. If you give me the rest of yours, will you marry me? And she said yes. Regan supports me. She is my rock.
He's my rock, and that's what we say about each other, is that we're each other's rocks.
Without Regan, I don't know what I'd do. You know, I've went through a part where I didn't have a job. Right now I'm a student.
Whenever I come home and I've had, I don't know, just a bad day, he's there, and he's there to listen to me, and we say either I want you to listen or I want you to fix my problem. And a lot of times it's just we need to vent. So he's there to listen. He doesn't try to fix it.
Without her, I wouldn't be where I am. I would be close. I'm not half the person without her. My favorite characteristic of Regan is that she's funny.
He is very funny.
Like, we just laugh. We laugh all the time. She'll make me laugh, and like,
He laughs at himself a lot. He makes me laugh all the time. I tell him all the time he should be in stand-up, and he said, well, you and my mom are the only ones who would laugh at me. And I was like, well, what more do you need?
She's just great. She's great to have around. She always lifts me up. She's funny. What drives me nuts, well, we'll probably be late to the rehearsal dinner because she won't be ready.
He is just very fly by the seat of his pants, and it drives me crazy because I like to have my ducks in a row, as I say, and he is fine with his ducks being everywhere.
That's it. That's all I care to say.
So 5 years from now, good question, because he wants to go into the Foreign Service.
Hopefully DC, or if not abroad. Have some kids. We've picked out names already. Theodore if it's a boy, Margaret if it's a girl.
Yes, kids are in the future, not the immediate future. Right now, our cat Doug is our child, so we're good with that for the immediate future.
Who we are now, I hope we're the same people in 5 years, no matter what happens.
John, I am so excited to finally get to call you my husband.
Regan, tomorrow we're getting married. I'm probably gonna start crying as soon as I see you walk down the aisle, so just get ready for that.
Because I feel like we've been married already for years, but tomorrow we're gonna make it official. And I love you, and I can't wait to spend the rest of our lives together.
But thank you for your patience, thank you for waiting, thank you for saying yes. And tomorrow's our wedding day, so let's enjoy it, let's savor it, let's not let it go by too fast. And I think you're as beautiful tonight as the day I met you, so I love you. See you soon.